Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the most unprofessional professional podcast on the YouTube space, Off the Top, hosted by Zero Requiem 14, along with good sir, who is back.
Oh, demon.
Yes, sir, he is back. We're pretty much the oh my god, I can't speak. The dynamic duo. Like I barely woke up maybe 20 minutes ago from this recording. But
Yeah, I woke up like an hour ago.
so this guy was supposed to be the one to call me to make sure that we're still doing the pod. He only texted me.
Hey, you never said call. You said,
That's the only other way to get me to make sure I'm recording, brother.
yeah, I would have done it. But I could have just FaceTime you.
Oh yeah, you could. Oh yeah, you could have. Oh well. But depending on what happens with this one, like we may have or have not a seamless transition to a part two of this podcast. Otherwise, this is just going to be a particular special, which is going to be all money in the bank on this one. I'm, and I guess we could talk
Oh,
about Worlds Collide a little bit, just because I actually never really checked the match card too much. Although one of the matches might get affected because one of the like tag team matches, one of on LWO, Joaquin Wild got injured maybe a few
oh,
days ago, so that could be affected. But
honestly, it looks like for Worlds Worlds Collision, has a good, like pretty good,
it's a solid card,
yeah.
and it's basically to showcase like what is AAA to like a mass audience. Because I always heard,
Even though
but
I was gonna say like even though like AAA has been like around, but I think it's just to expand to like more audience around the world.
yep, it's just to expand to the casual audience. And I honestly, I'm more surprised that WWE doesn't do this as much as or just in general, because obviously that's the one thing AEW has over WWE is their forbidden door, and it's usually with like I believe it's New Japan they always do it with.
They do it in New Japan, and I think they're doing it with CDLM.
Which one is that?
That's the other Mexican company in
Oh, it's the
Mexico.
other
So there's
promotion.
two.
It's
Yeah,
the
it's the
other
other
Mexican
promotion.
promotion. Okay, that's good to know. But that's like, yeah, like I think that's what WWE should do more because if they want to make wrestling a lot cooler, they may as well try to showcase as much as they can. And AAA
Uh,
is it.
yeah, honestly, yeah, because it's like I think the main event is Chad Cable versus El Hijo de
Del Vikingo.
Del Vikingo for
Yep.
the AAA Mega Championship, and then Ethan Page defends
He's
the
he's in
NXT
a
North.
fatal four way with Javon
Yeah,
Evans, Ray Phoenix, and Laredo Kid, I believe.
I thought it was with fuck, what you call it,
Mm.
Dragon Lee, or Dragon Lee got injured.
No, Dragon Lee is in a tag team match. He's in
Um,
the LWO tag team match, the one that might get affected
oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Then Stephanie McCary teams up with Lola Vice,
against I
and
forgot their names.
Diaz and Chica Tormenta.
Okay, that one's probably gonna be a really good match too, just because it seems like Stephanie has worked with them before, so they're probably gonna have that natural chemistry.
And then she's working with Lola Vice too.
hmm I know if Booker's on commentary, he's gonna lose his shit.
I don't think Booker's gonna be on commentary. I know what you call it. Pat McAfee is gonna be on commentary.
Oh shit.
But I don't
Okay.
know if it's yeah, so I don't know if it's Pat and Booker,
Oh my god.
but for sure it's gonna be Pat.
Well,
But for
Pat and Booker on commentary would be so fucking chaotic. It's just nothing but two
that'd
just
be
It's just too crazy personalities on commentary that are just not even like analyzing the match. They're just like saying shit.
That's true. And then I think for Money in the Bank is gonna be Wade Barrett and Michael Cole.
Okay, that's not bad.
Or it could be Pat and the other announcer and Joe.
Testatori.
Yeah.
I think
Or it
the
could be
only
like
thing
all three.
I would probably do the all three, like do like just basically do Barrett, Cole, and McAfee. That's what I would do.
Yeah, but I think they did McAfee for
Mania
no.
or Worlds Collide.
Worst guy. So
Hmm.
it's gonna be McAfee, Booker, and Joe. But who knows?
I don't know. My problem with Joe Testatori is that it's like sometimes he gets it right, and then other times I'm like he kind of sucks the life out of a wrestling match. And I think
I kind of feel like the way that he talks.
it's very like um it's very dull at times, and then it's like he kind of realizes too late. Oh, you're supposed to be hyped up, but
Yeah, so it's kind of like again, he's a good announcer and everything, but it's just like he needs like how
he needs to find his
like
footing.
everyone, yeah, because like how everyone else is.
Everyone has like a type of they have everyone has a commentary style, and I think Joe is just is having a hard time trying to adjust to that because I want to say he was an actual sports commentator before, so
Yeah, he was honestly.
you can hear the sports commentary in him, and hey, I'll give him this. He's trying. He is trying. It's just, damn, it is rough right now. But maybe he'll get there eventually. I think he'll hopefully take the mantle of Michael Cole. That's a pretty big order, but still.
Honestly, I feel like if anyone's gonna take the mantle of Michael Cole, it has to be someone younger.
Younger and about as charismatic.
Yeah,
Even well, if you go down to NXT, Victor Joseph is probably the closest thing to a pretty young commentator who can bring that energy up.
yeah, because I think he was doing like the LFG commentary also.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I think he just does all the developmental, like LFG, probably Evolve, and obviously any of the big NXT pay per views.
Yeah, so it's kind of like dude's doing good,
Hmm.
like on how he is. It just I feel like once Michael Cole retires, they had to give him that push.
It's either that or they end up finding another person. But Victor Joseph is probably our vote for like
Yeah.
if Michael Cole like were to retire like soon, because he's been
Which
doing this. He's been doing this for 28 years, which is insane.
yeah, I think he was doing this when he was like he's like what in his 50s right now.
Uh, he's in his 50s, pushing his 60s, I believe.
Yeah, so he probably has been doing this like since like when he was 30.
Yeah, because I still remember seeing seeing young Michael Cole being a interviewer initially. It's like, oh my god, it's young Michael Cole! Like, holy shit!
I know it's funny because like the fucking
And he has the fucking beard and everything, and now he's pretty much clean shaven.
no, I would say the one that is always on his head is fucking The Rock too.
I'm like, it doesn't matter. I love The Rock, dude. Except for, well, I love The Rock back then. I hate him now.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I guess let's just get Debbie Downer shit out of the way. So, if you have been living under a rock in terms of just WWE, a lot of talent has been just getting released left and right, and this weekend just probably had the most heartbreaking ones of them all. R-Truth.
I'm like, God damn. And then like the way that Archers did it, it was kind of like in a like
I thought he
the
was in
last
character. I thought he was joking.
Yeah, so it's kind of like him like doing it like just in character. Like I don't think anyone believed it until like it was like actually confirmed.
And the fact that all the news is like coming out that supposedly this was Triple H's call, and if that's true that this was all Triple H's call, oh my god, I'm just gonna say it, he deserves like every bit of criticism because considering that he's signing everyone on Legends contracts, why don't they give it to him? Of all the people you give it to.
True, but I kind of feel like because again, like there were some rumors saying that he wanted uh
He wanted to
no that
keep
he
him.
didn't want him. Yeah, they wanted to keep him, but Archers didn't want to renew his contract.
Well, and there's like, it's just like too many like he said, she said things. So,
Yeah,
at the very least, he's doing something, or he's gonna be doing something with his career at this point. Like
at
he's
this
doing
point, again,
his his country music.
he because again he is kind of like pushing I think he's in his
He's in
mid
his
50s.
50s. He's in his 50s, and considering the shape he's in, pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
That's goals right there. Like, but do you think we're gonna see R-Truth on another wrestling promotion?
If he is, I feel like it's gonna be TNA.
Okay.
But at the
Is it?
same time, I don't think like he's gonna. I don't feel like he wants to. I just feel. I mean, not that he wants to. I feel like
He wants to
he's
enjoy
just
his
giving.
retirement, probably.
Yeah.
Because I think, I mean, dude, we were all, everyone was always wondering, I guess, like, when is this dude gonna retire? Because, like, he's still doing pretty fucking good for his age. And, like, somehow he found the fountain of youth, especially within the last, what, like 2 years?
Oh yeah. Like he hasn't been. I think ever since like the 24-hour championship,
Championship?
but
Oh, man.
yeah, I don't think like he has been really like been used like in ring.
Yeah. Like, if they want to be funny, and this is just the psychopath in me that would think this is, that would like this, he goes to TNA and he's Santino's, like, right hand man. And they announce like some really bonker ass matches. Hey, comedy
That
duo.
like yeah, because that would actually be funny.
Yeah, I mean that's just the funny man in me. But we love you, our truth. We always will. We hope to see you in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, you're gonna be leaving all of us in stitches.
I just can't wait until his fucking Hall of Fame fucking.
Oh my god, he's gonna.
Like,
You know that everyone's breaking. Everyone's gonna just. There's gonna be nonstop laughter the whole time. Like we're probably gonna be crying and laughing as soon as he gives that speech.
dude, I feel like it's gonna be so fucking perfect that it's gonna be like the most watched fucking like Hall of
Speech.
Fame fucking
Mm-hmm.
speech.
Like it's gonna be up there with like the inspirational ones. Like this is gonna be like one of the funnier ones.
Yeah.
And then other than Carlito, or well, not well, other than R Truth, Carlito announced his contract is gonna be up in 2 weeks, and there are no plans to renew him. Now, a part of me is like, it sucks. Carlito is leaving again, but he's kind of ran his course already. Like all he was just to make the young talent just look good and just be the funny guy.
Yeah, because honestly, it's like when it came to Cardillo, like when was his actual like when was his last match? Like an actual match.
Actual, that's a that's a good question. I don't even know what his last match was. It was probably a random tag team match. But other than that, he just gets speared by Braun Breaker like every time.
Oh my god, I know that shit was fucking funny.
Bro sold the shit out of that spear, died so many times, and came back. But And then
No, when I fucking like that spirit fucking he just got like god damn.
it's just so funny the image of his just like basically like a lifeless corpse of Carlito. This is great. And again, we love you, Carlito. We love you. And supposedly he's gonna be back down to Puerto Rico to work his dad's wrestling promotion. So
Yeah,
he's gonna be
yeah,
busy.
because there was yeah, because there was a video where he did win like the championship
Mm-hmm.
down in Puerto Rico.
So
So there's
he's
that.
got work. He's got work at least.
Yeah.
Uh, and then in regards to that, then there came out a post saying we have now three other stars whose contracts are coming up, being The Miz, Dragon Lee, and the GOAT Karrion Cross.
Again, I feel like they should fucking try to push Carrion
If there's like
and try.
one you want to keep, Karrion is that. Because Dragon
Yeah,
Lee, I think, has unfortunately just ran his course for like years. Like, he's a good wrestler. He is a good wrestler, but they're doing nothing with him. So just let him walk free.
yeah,
Let him do his thing. Like shit. If he wants to quote unquote come back to WWE and sign with AAA, oh, we know he's gonna thrive.
yeah. Because honestly, like I haven't seen him like every
Like
time
an
he's in a match, he's always in a match with Ray.
it's always with
So
Ray or he jobs out to somebody.
yeah,
So I think just
so
unfortunately for him, he's just being booked poorly. So I would be okay with him just walking away with WWE.
yeah.
And then the Miz, I mean, it's
He really hasn't like been he hasn't really done anything. I think after like losing the tag team championships and then dealing with Karrion Cross and
yeah.
then switching to SmackDown. So
Unfortunately,
it's kind of
yeah,
like
they've just done nothing with this motherfucker. So I think he's been long overdue for just stepping away from the company. So I'd be okay with him just doing his own thing. Honestly, I think he has a YouTube channel. Like he does golfing with like other stars. So why don't just let him do that and sign him to a Legends contract?
honestly, yeah. But there's also I think he still has his TV show or
Oh, Miz and Maurice.
yeah.
Yeah, I think assuming they keep him just for the sake of that. I mean, that'd be cool. But of course, the big one that we obviously want to stay with the company because it's just like one of those. If you're letting him walk for nothing, I think like WWE is legitimately going to be in a really bad spot, being Karrion Cross.
Yeah, because honestly, Cross has been like even though he hasn't like been in the match, I think his last match was with AJ Styles, but still like him
Well,
just doing like
he's also been on main event, and apparently he's been getting pretty big pops. Like that should say something. If he's getting pops in main event of all things, shouldn't that be a sign that maybe you should work with this guy or put him in a pretty big program?
yeah, because honestly, like him like every time that I feel like when he does like some sort of promo or something, or just like when he's doing like backstage stuff, he does get pops from the audience.
And dude, it's like he not only get is he getting pops, he's so good. It's like you're wasting away such a great talent. Like he legitimately is a heavyweight champion just in the making. Give him that opportunity.
I kind of feel like they should have given him the opportunity, like Money in the Bank, him not winning, but then him starting beef with
With like somebody, like just bring back
yeah.
the AJ Styles feud because it's like we had an AJ Styles feud that looked like it was going to go somewhere and then it went nowhere. And that's a funny thing because I just realized AJ Styles has had teases of a feud. Like he had one with Braun Breaker for the IC title potentially. They dropped that. And then he had that thing with Karrion Cross. They dropped that.
Even the one with Dom, they dropped it too.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it. You want to keep Karrion Cross? Make him the leader of the Judgment Day. He fits their. He fits the aesthetic. I think he would be an amazing leader just to replace. I don't know who their supposed leaders are. It's either between like Finn or Dom. Dom is always talking about getting new members, so why doesn't he just bring in Karrion Cross? He's got the charisma. He's fits the dark gothic aesthetic they go for. They lost Carlito.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they're gonna do something with Cross, but at the same time for Judgment Day, it's like they're trying to put like they're trying to push like Roxanne.
Oh yeah. Well, they're also trying to push that divide between them because Finn brought in Roxanne, and
Yeah,
obviously
so it's kind
not
of
everyone is on board with her.
yeah, so it's kind of like wait and see when what's gonna happen for that. But still, it's like I kind of want like Karen Cross to stay, but I kind of feel like if he does like a group, it has to be with him, two other people, and then I want to say Liv and Raquel or just Roxanne.
Sorry, and just adjusting volume real quick. But yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. Like, I think if anything, what you could probably do is have a Karrion Cross probably have Liv and Raquel for the tag team titles. Keep Dom, yeah, whether he's IC champ or not. I think he should he should just stay with that group. You can kick out Finn and JD since they're pretty much a tag team. And then after that, I mean, that would probably be the best course of action for them. And maybe,
yeah.
or if they trust them enough, call up Dark State. But I don't know if they're
Uh,
gonna. That's too soon. I will agree, or at least like call up somebody.
yeah, because I can again. I feel like Dark State is too soon, but
It's
to
like
call
they're super green for.
yeah,
And they're probably like going to be like one of the reasons to watch NXT if it's not Oba Femi, the women's division, or just any of the other talents really, or even fucking Javon Evans. Like yeah, like NXT. Granted, their release they did kind of just gut the women's tag team division, but they still have something to show.
yeah. Because honestly, it's like right now, it's like who do you want to like bring up from NXT? Because
I
like
mean,
there's so many good talent.
the best talents right now is probably. I would say is like, at least if you want to call them up right now, Ricky Saints and Ethan Page probably.
I feel like calling up Ethan Page over Ricky Saints mostly because
Saints
actually
did
no,
just
you
come
feel
in,
like,
but think about it. Ricky Saints already established himself in AEW and like outside of like prior to WWE. So it's kind of like why not? Why not call him up? He's been pretty ready for the most part. It's just they want to start him in NXT and then just go from there.
no, I say like get what Ethan Page and
Ethan Page,
then like wait a
e-
few.
yeah, Ethan Page is like the best call up right now. And damn, I don't know who else you could call up like at this point. Like the only other one is like if it's Ethan Page, Trick Williams, but if that's I said if they want to break the internet, have Trick Williams get called up to the main roster and he's holding the TNA Heavyweight Championship. You're gonna
Honestly, yes,
melt the fucking
but at the same
internet.
time, Yeah, but I was gonna say at the same time, I kind of feel like when it comes to Trick, are they gonna like do where he stays in WWE but just works like in TNA, or vice versa? Like he gets like a contract with TNA and then works with WWE. How like um how they're currently doing it right now.
Well, that is a good question because a lot of people are like wondering like what's happening with this whole WWE TNA partnership because I'm gonna be like a lot of people are saying it's kind of looking a really lopsided because it seems like TNA talent tends to only win on their own home court with the exception of at least like in terms of like titles and their matches. But then obviously TNA just lost the heavyweight championship to Trick Williams. But then again, I think it's I think that gives TNA an opportunity to build up another wrestler in that in their division. Mike Santana, I think I saw he had a title opportunity. I have not watched it, so I can only
Yeah,
assume.
yeah, it's an opportunity. And then fuck, I think like there's an interference and people cost them like the
The
title
match.
match.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it would probably be like Mike Santana, Nick Namath, Elijah, and probably also like Frankie Kazarian. Yeah, there's like I mean, there's
Uh,
I'm sure there's talent that they can pick.
yeah. So so that was it. Elijah was the one
Who interfered?
who well basically not interfered but Trick kind of like went and broke his guitar, and then Elijah just like
Oh,
jumped over. Yeah, and
ah,
then like
okay.
two other people just came and fucking cost Mike Santana the TNA championship.
Ah, damn. Okay. Oh, and I just realized. You know what? I just remembered. The other group that you could technically call up right now is Wes Lee's group. Those guys are pretty. Like Wes Lee is an awesome fucking wrestler, and him starting his little faction. What if they just called him up? Fuck it.
What City was the one who was that the part of like the family?
No, that one's the D'Angelos.
Oh, okay.
D'Angelo family. Yeah, like I'd be cool with the Don getting called up too. And I know. Well, I know they're having a whole storyline with the Don and Stacks, but I think they're gonna run that one for a bit, probably until their summer show. That's when they can get called up. And but I forgot what Wesley's group is, but I have to look it up again. That one, at least West. If you even just call it Wesley, that's good enough for me because he's so fucking good. Like, there's a reason he was a North American champion, like a believable one too. Hmm.
Yeah, I gotta fucking like
I gotta look at that
catch up.
roster again because there is actual talent that they can just call up. It's just it's more of when. When is that happening, brother?
That's true, honestly.
All right. But all right, let's get out of our Debbie Downer mood and our predictions on NXT call ups. Let's go straight into the main course, Kevin. Money in the Bank at Los Angeles.
It's
Uh,
funny because radio station here in LA is actually
are
giving
they?
out tickets for Money in the Bank.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's probably one of those things, but I'm like, God damn, it's like the one time that I actually listen. So
To
you know, again, I gotta listen, but I know they were giving out tickets for that, and they were doing the tickets for meet and greet with Penta.
okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, fuck, I want like meet and greet tickets
Oh
for
my
Penta.
god. I'm gonna see if you get those tickets to meet and greet Penta and then I see you with doing the Cerro Miedo. I'm gonna probably send you the Dom fucking video like bien pendejo. For those who don't speak Spanish, it means you're a good guy. But all right. I guess let me just run down the card real quick because once again, it's only 4 matches and it's clear. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna say it. This first one we're gonna talk about, I feel like it's gonna be forgotten about from a bigger perspective. Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria, even though they built this match pretty well, but it's gonna get forgotten. I have a feeling compared to the other 3 matches that are in.
I kind of feel like they're trying to make it into kind of like they're trying to make it to like an unforgettable match, but at the same time it's kind of like the way that they build it up. I kind of felt like it would have been done like a little bit better. But so far right now it's like it's good. But the thing like I feel like they're trying to make it into like an unforgettable like
Match because right now,
match and moment.
so I think unfortunately this match is just gonna be listed as I forgot this match existed, and then as long as it's the match is a quality like Backlashes, because that was a pretty solid match.
Oh, backlash, yeah.
Yeah, as long as they could do just Backlash quality, that's good enough already. And but I'm guessing my guess is Lyra. I think Lyra is likely to retain. Like that'll be my pick. But if Becky Lynch wins, I'm not going to be upset. But the most important part is that Bailey comes back
I kind of feel like Bailey will come back and interfere
with the match.
with the match, and then Lyra bacteria
Valkyria
bacteria.
will retain.
Yeah, will retain. But I kind of feel like they're gonna like build it up into a triple threat, and
Probably into the
then
next pay per view cycle.
yeah. But I kind of feel like Becky Lynch is like ready for like retirement.
Oh, dude, she took a year off essentially from WWE, so and she's already like got herself busy with other stuff. So at this point, I think she's just doing the Legends thing where they're just building up younger talent. As long as they're having like good promos, good matches, at the end of the day, the younger talent will go over.
Yeah, and again, I kind of feel like they're doing that just to build up the younger talent.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Becky Lynch is like she's like, all right, I'm ready for retirement because
But
again, she has
she has a book.
like a kid.
She has a book. She has a kid. She's probably gonna have movie deals.
Well, she is gonna be in Happy Gilmore too, though.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, isn't she just a side character? Like she's just like kind of sort of backgroundish.
I don't think so because when they show her, she was like a golfer.
Oh shit. So she might be a big role.
Yeah, so it's kind of like we're gonna see where that leads, and then we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. But again, it's like
I
we
think
have
we're
to
where it is right now.
yeah.
Becky Lynch is just basically building up Lyra Valkyria stock, and then probably gonna she'll eventually sunset. I feel like maybe she just goes on this run for like until basically next WrestleMania, and after that WrestleMania, I think that's the time she's gonna hang up the boots. That's my call. And again, she could just keep going too. She's still in good shape.
I feel like she will keep going, but it's kind of like yeah. But don't forget, women wrestlers always have like I don't want to say like expiration date, but they have their limits compared to like to males.
Yeah, and plus, again, it's like the women's roster is like at least NXT is like you have another again. Once again, we're bringing up NXT. You got talents you could just call up like right there, and they'll probably carry your company at that point.
Yeah, so it's kind of like we have like all these talents, and it's like for her right now, it's like it could be like cool, I could retire because there's talents here, but at the same time, it's like, do you really like want to retire?
Yeah. Like, does she want to
'Cause,
retire, like, stop competing in general? But knowing right now that it's clear that she is a lifer for the most part. She's likely just going to get some more work with WWE, probably as a coach, or even like, I don't know. I don't know if she's been considered for producers, but I mean, she could too. She could.
again, it's just waiting to. Well, again, it's just seeing like what's gonna happen at Money in the Bank, but at the same time, it's like it's seeing like
Where
what's like
what's going to be the program with Becky Lynch like at this point?
yeah.
Because it's mostly to build up Lyra Valkyria. Like that's just seems like that's what her role is right now. Just build up Lyra, and maybe
Yeah,
do
because
it. She has an opportunity for dream matches as well because obviously Valkyria got called up. I'm sure people want that to happen.
oh yeah, there's a lot of like matches people want with Becker.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, yeah, I'm guessing we're on the same boat in terms of our prediction. Lyra retains, but Bailey comes back and then sets up a triple threat on whatever next pay per view they want to do, or PLE.
I think the next PLE is Clash at Paris. No, my
Night
bad,
of
not Clash at
Champions.
Paris.
It's Night of
Yeah,
Champions.
Night Champion.
So probably that's probably gonna be the next. That's probably the best. That's the best PLE to do it, and in front of the Saudi crowd. Hell yeah.
Because I think for isn't Nine of Champions in July, right?
No, it's like later in June.
Oh shit, so it's towards the end of June.
It's like towards the end. It's like I think the 28th or something like that.
Oh yeah, I think they're only giving it like 3 weeks for it.
Yeah.
But
Well,
after this, it's just 3 weeks. But again, I think for Nine Champions, well, every title is gonna be on the line
yep.
for that.
Finally, the SmackDown Tag Team Championships will actually get a goddamn PLE match.
I know, and then the fucking people that they're fucking bringing, like
Dude,
Fraxium.
fucking Fraxium, DIY, Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns, the Wyatt Six. Dude,
It's kind of like, fuck. It's like, how
what
the hell are
what
you gonna do
chaos
this?
are you supposed? What are you supposed to do with this fucking like what 5, 6 tag teams essentially?
So for me, I kind of feel like what they should do, it could be a kind of like 6-man tag elimination match,
Damn. You know
or
that
a
somebody's not going to be happy once whoever the first team gets eliminated in like 2 minutes. Because that's a
duo.
lot of talent. That's a lot of wrestlers to be in that. You know what I mean?
But again, or they could do the 6-man ladder match,
Yeah.
which
Or
fucking
fucking
like
12,
that. Like
12
yeah,
people in a ladder match is insane. But then again, WrestleMania, I think, did it last year. So,
yeah, but it's like again, but last year WrestleMania was for both titles. This is just for a single title. But you have like newcomers
a
at the
lot.
moment.
Because it's clear who do they want to. I'm pretty sure it's clear on SmackDown who's going to be the ones to at least like be on the forefront. Because Street Profits are always going to be good no matter what. Um, Fraxium is the new toy, and they've already built up their stock in NXT, so they get to see that. The Wyatt Six is always a draw. So at least like those 3 teams is good enough.
And then more
Motor City Machine Guns, I feel like they should jump ship on like brands. Either go to NXT
SmackDown.
or go to Raw.
I
You
don't
know,
think NXT because kind of I don't want to say it's a downgrade, but it's kind of like you're really build yourself up just to go down to NXT. I kind of feel like it would be better just to go like to Raw.
well, you got the only reason I say NXT though is because since Fraxium basically carried NXT, and there's not a lot of. I mean, then again, they're the only other tag team like I realistically see winning it. If they don't do shit with Josh Briggs and Inamura, they have to do something with Dark State. And last time I saw Dark State, at least I haven't really been. I've been doing a terrible job of keeping up with NXT. Last time I saw them was fucking Stand and Deliver.
Honestly, I think so too. Because again, I haven't seen anything like about Dark State since then.
But I guess they're picking and choosing when they want to have them because they don't want to like overdo that that draw.
Again, yeah, because because again, it's like the Shield wasn't like that. Also, like the Shield was
It
like,
was they were saved for very special moments.
yeah,
So it's clear what they want to do with them. But and then the only other reason like to go to Raw, dude, what the hell is Raw's tag team division? It's literally Viking Raiders, Judgment Day, The New Day, and Creed Brothers.
yeah. Because I feel like they need like some new talent for the tag team. Because currently, right now, it's like I'm fine with the New Day as tag champions. I do kind of want Judgment Day as champions, but it's like for SmackDown, they're bringing in like all like
The
I'm not
better
gonna say
ones.
yeah,
They're much more interesting division compared to what Raw is right now. Because Raw is consisting of like four. SmackDown has like seven.
yeah. Not just that, but it's also it's like kind of like SmackDown's not even on fucking like Netflix. It's on USA
It's on USA in the
and
States, but it's on Netflix.
yeah,
I believe in international.
yeah. No, but I'm just saying like here in the States, it's like Raw. It's like on USA, so it's kind of like I mean, not Raw. SmackDown's on USA, so it's kind of like it should be harder to fucking watch SmackDown because Raw's easier to watch because if you have Netflix. But I feel like SmackDown just been killing it way more than fucking Raw.
But yeah, I agree. I do agree that on that one. Yeah, tag team division definitely. Raw just needs help on it. I think they just need to throw in like one or two more, and then they should have a healthier tag team division, and not bullshit us with just slapping two single stars as a tag team. Moving on. Moving on. Our main course. What do you want to hit first? Do you want to hit the men's Money in the Bank, or do you want to hit the women's Money in the Bank?
This is the women's, honestly.
All right. So the contestants: Naomi, Julia, Roxanne Perez, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Stephanie Vaquer for the women's Money in the Bank match. All I'm gonna say is that I think this is legitimately kind of hard to pick.
Honestly, yes,
Now,
but I kind of like I won't say Naomi because she's still feuding with
Cargill.
Cargill.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's kind of like I don't feel like Naomi's gonna win. Uh,
I think Naomi's gonna get hit with like interference from either Naomi or maybe Belair gets
mhm.
involved as well. I mean, did you that
But I kind of fuck. It's just so hard to choose because you have Rhea Ripley, you have Stephanie, you have Alexa, Roxanne,
and
and
Julia?
Julia.
Um, I personally, from what to me, I think the people you could probably like write off like immediately to not win the match is probably just literally Naomi, Julia, and Roxanne, and I'd be okay with and maybe and Stephanie. I don't think she's gonna win right away. Like even though she's already built herself up, but I think at some point they do want to at least have her in the heavyweight championship picture, but just not right now. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
uh, honestly, it's either between Alexa and Rhea. Because again, it's like even though you do have like the up and comings, it's like who
I would probably put them in the mid card divisions first, or unless you trust them enough to start with the heavyweight championship matches. Because if anything, Vaquera is probably more likely to go straight for the heavyweight championship. But I wouldn't mind her being in the IC title match, especially because it's Lyra Valkyria, and that's supposed to be those two are the future of your women's division. Like, dude, that's a pretty baller match.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of feel like, fuck it. It's so hard to fucking choose, honestly, because you have Roxanne, you have
With Judgment Day stuff.
yeah, with Judgment Day stuff. You have Julia, and then you have Stephanie. But again, I kind of feel like Julia and Stephanie won't like win
Not
it, mostly because they'll be like going after each other. Naomi definitely because of
will
with
get
Jade.
will get interfered. So
Yeah,
realistically, it's literally between Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley, and I'm just gonna say it. I think just Rhea Ripley might win this. I mean,
Mommy in the Bank.
yeah,
Yeah,
Mommy in the Bank is gonna sell, dude. Like, I don't see a world where you don't have her win that match and just get a lot of merch out of it. And
yes.
and you know what I think is gonna happen? I think she's gonna attempt to do what Damian Priest did
At
at Mania. Cash in at Mania.
yeah.
I think that's what's gonna happen. And if they don't do that, she's gonna cash in on Night of Champions or the Evolution pay per view or whatever the all women's one is. It's
Oh
gonna be
yeah,
one.
I think Evolution. No,
Okay,
not Evolution.
it's
No.
either Evolution or Revolution 2. Well, we'll
What was
see.
fucking Triple H like Fraction? It was
Evolution.
Evolution.
Yes,
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it's
it's probably
Evolution.
Revolution. Whatever it is, well, I'll look it up later. Um, but Rhea Ripley probably gonna win the Money in the Bank. Probably gonna hold it for a while. At least that's my prediction. If not, she's gonna do it pretty soon because they kind of really need to build up Money in the Bank because they've been doing. Because I'm gonna be honest, Triple H is kind of not doing too good with booking it.
Yeah, again, I don't think it's Triple H. I think it's just fucking TKO, like in general.
Well, think about it. He's the booker. Why is he kind of like doing? Because in terms of like the Money in the Bank buildups, why are you just like kind of like fucking around too much? Because for Drew McIntyre, they just burned it like right there.
Yeah,
Tiffany Stratton looks like an idiot holding it the whole time, even though it looks pretty, but you can't deny that she wasn't exactly being booked too well with it.
yeah. And then like the whole like friendship and everything with Nia Jax, kind of like
Yeah, this it was just kind of silly. Like
yeah.
we know what was gonna happen, but I would have done it better, personally.
I feel like everyone like says the same thing. I would have done it better, which is true. I think
'Cause-
everyone would have done it better.
yeah, that's my view on that. Moving on. Moving on. So, men's Money in the Bank. We got Andrade versus LA Knight versus Seth Rollins versus Solo Sikoa versus Penta versus El Grande Americano.
God damn, Chad Gable's fucking working double.
Hey, how do you know El Grande Americano is Chad Gable?
You saw him wearing Chad Gable's boots.
Maybe he let him borrow it. You ever think about that?
Like, I saw that fucking Twitter too. Fucking he said, "Oh, Grande Americano like borrow his boots because they lost that there." I'm like,
And stretched it out. That was funny. I was just like, oh my
yeah,
fucking
I'm
god,
like,
Chad.
dude,
All right. First things first. Andrade is not winning this. He's just there to put on a show. I think, can we acknowledge that he's not winning this?
yeah. Well, I kind of like. Isn't he in World's Collision too? No,
In
right?
Worlds Collide? No, he's not. Andrade is not. Hmm.
Again, so
Like, right? You want, like, my picks are on, like, who's like, the most likely to win is like once again we're narrowing it down, and I'm only picking these two. It's either LA Knight or Seth Rollins, because everyone's got something they got going for them.
So a grande americano, again, I don't think so.
Nah,
Andrade, I kind of feel like they want to give Andrade the push for it at times.
but he's been on such a stop and pull that the problem is that he's a good wrestler, but oh my god, he is so fucking boring outside of him being in the ring.
Yeah. So again, then there's LA Knight, fucking
I
Knight.
It's in Los Angeles.
Yeah. So basically, Knight in the bank or LA in the bank,
Yeah,
like fucking goes with it, honestly.
LA in the bank. And then Seth Rollins, I only put him as like my second option, but we know what's probably gonna happen. He's probably gonna get hit with the interference with either like Punk or Sammy, and then Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker are gonna go get involved, and then just shenanigans are gonna keep happening. And even with fucking Solo Sikoa, they're gonna have JC Mateo probably get involved, and maybe Fatu will get involved as well.
Yeah, I. That's the thing again, because if they're gonna have interferences, I don't think for the men there's gonna be a lot. Because again, it's like if you're gonna
It's
do it for Becky Lynch and Nia Valkyria, I wouldn't do
overdo the
another one.
interferences.
Yeah, because again, you gotta think about it. There's gonna if there's one for the women's, I don't think there's gonna be one for the men's.
Well, I mean, then
Because
again,
you can't
it's
do it like this back to back, back to back. It's kind of like
well, dude. Let's put it this way. Now I'm looking at this card. There's every reason for an interference to happen.
yeah, and that's the thing is like I wouldn't want fucking in the card.
Like just
I don't want like
overdoing the like interference. Basically, it's like
yeah,
just blood. It's gonna let's put it this way. The worst thing that can happen is that this is gonna be like Bloodline Rules, the show. Like
yeah.
where it's
Honestly,
like 20 fucking interferences are happening left and right.
yeah. So it's kind of like you know what, like let it run its course on everything. But if they are gonna do interference, I give it more towards the men's than anyone else. Because
Okay.
again, yeah, for Becky and Lyra, I say
It makes sense for Bailey to come back.
yes, but at the same time, they could just play her music, and then Lyra wins
Roll up.
by roll up. Yeah,
Or or she catches Becky off guard, hits her with the Nightwing.
yeah, that too. And then for the women's, it's like there's not that much like interference
You
except for
kind of
Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi's is probably like the most legitimate reason to have interference, other than maybe Roxanne.
But again, it's like for the women's, they could just leave it like how it is with no
They
interference. And
could. That's probably the only time like okay, maybe do your interference a little tastefully, because there's one that already has established reason to have interference.
yeah, and then for the men's, it's like fucking
It's realistically, I'd be okay if it's just Seth Rollins faction. But if we get that stare down of JC Mateo with Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed, like, dude, we're gonna see nothing but three big beefy men just staring at each other.
the other thing too is like fucking Jacob Fatu could come and fucking help like Solo.
Could he could, or this is maybe their way to build up Fatu versus Solo like soon.
That or didn't Solo save Jimmy from Fatu?
Yes,
So there's that too. So we're Fatu could cost Solo the fucking Money in the Bank briefcase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could happen. And of
I-
course, Penta
it-
is also there. Let's put it this way: Penta, I think, is just like in the same boat as Andrade. He's there to put on a really good show, and especially because it's
yeah, but the
it's
thing,
into it, right? It's into it Dome. Money in the Bank's
yeah,
gonna be
it's
it.
your dome. But if fucking putting Penta in the fucking ladder match and he's popping off, I wouldn't mind if they give him like fucking Money in the Bank.
Can you settle Miedo in the bank?
Yes, dude.
Dude,
Oh my
and you
fucking
could
god.
give him like a really cool looking case, like every time, like it just matches his gear. So they're probably gonna, oh god, they're gonna have to go through so many.
Yes, but I would just keep like the black and white,
Black and
and
white, yeah,
then
with the mask
yeah,
like on the other side.
yeah.
I mean, it would be cool. I think Penta's probably got like the lowest. I mean, Penta, we'll give him like a sliver of a third chance. Oh, I just thought of something. What if Penta starts to rip off El Grande Americano's mask?
That will be fucking crazy.
But I feel like you'd save that for a big moment, though. Not gonna lie. Maybe SummerSlam.
No, I feel like if he does it, is when Grande Americano is reaching for the briefcase and he just gets his mask like ripped off,
And
and you know
then
how he
it's
has to
like,
like go.
oh my god, it's been revealed. It's almost.
Dude, that'll be fucking great, but I'm kind of afraid because I feel like Penta's gonna do a fucking Mexican destroyer off the fucking ladder.
Oh my fucking god, he's gonna kill somebody. Dude, who do you think would take
Like
that
that,
though?
okay,
Who's taking the
that's
Mexican
like my
destroyer on a ladder?
dude. That's my fucking main prediction. Fucking like Mexican destroyer off the fucking ladder,
You know what?
and
You know
onto
what I
another
think?
fucking ladder.
I think Andrade's gonna take that. Cause remember when Andrade did the sunset powerbomb to Finn like a couple years ago?
Fuck, I don't. Oh yeah,
Look
yeah,
up
yeah.
the
Yeah, I
spot.
remember.
Look up the spot. Andrade
No,
sunset
no, no,
powerbomb. It's
no.
like
I like no. Yeah, I remember. No, I saw that. But he didn't he do the same thing last year to fucking Carmelo Hayes?
I think so. I think he did, or he did a no. Was it a sunset powerbomb or was it the Spanish fly?
I think it was both.
Yeah, I do remember seeing the Spanish fly spot though. But yeah, he probably did the sunset powerbomb. Um, but yeah, that's probably gonna. Yeah, but at the end of the day, or I guess our top three picks is probably like LA Knight, Seth Rollins, and Penta with like a low chance. But and I'm just gonna say like I think we're gonna get Bloodline rules shenanigans in terms of interference. I would hope not, but we'll see how it goes. Uh, and from the main course, Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes versus John Cena and Logan Paul. I don't know what to feel about this match, if I'm gonna be honest.
Same here, but I kind of feel like whoever loses, they're gonna get cashed in.
Oh, you think we're getting a same day cash in?
I I'm giving it a fit. Fuck. I can't. I don't want to give it like a 50-50
Let's give it like a
because I
maybe give it a 10% chance.
10%. Yeah, I give it a 10% chance.
Because here's what I think is gonna happen. We're gonna have because Roman Reigns is scheduled to come to this show. What if he helps Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes win the match?
I wouldn't be mad with that.
Or maybe he stops whoever is about to cash in.
I feel like he stops who's about to cash in.
And then he helps Uso and Rhodes. But you wanna know what I think is gonna happen too? Is John Cena and Logan Paul are gonna implode on each other and maybe Logan Paul gets hit with with a finisher fest spot.
Yes, that or I kind of feel like Logan Paul's gonna like get his manager to fucking come
Given the brass
interfere and shit.
knuckles,
Yeah. And I kind of feel like, or giving it to John, because fucking,
John's like full heel,
uh,
so
yeah. So giving the brass knuckles to John, fucking, he gives it to either Jay or Cody. One of those two dug, and he hits the
he hits Logan Paul.
Logan Paul by accident.
Yeah, or
Yeah, by accident.
yeah. At the same time though, but I feel like those two are gonna like. There's gonna be a reason somebody's gonna. John's probably gonna. I feel like John's gonna hit a fucking AA on Logan Paul or the brass knuckles just for whatever reason. But I feel, you know what I also feel like is gonna happen too. Hey, stop barking. But I think at some point we're probably gonna get. I legit think we may get John Cena versus Logan Paul at Night of Champions. As much as I do not want that match,
I don't think so, because
but
honestly, we like
okay, hear
would
me out. Hear me out. The only reason I think it's happening is one, because of the fact that these two are not going to really coincide together in this match. There's probably going to be nothing but bickering, and then someone's going to hit somebody with a move, like maybe John Cena or maybe Logan Paul accidentally hits John with like um that Hangman Adam Page like a clothesline, and or that thing you mentioned with John hitting Logan Paul with the brass knuckles. And
fuck.
the third thing, it's Saudi Arabia. They want to go big or go home. So Logan Paul is always the draw over there.
Again, fuck.
You can't
Want
deny
it?
that that's logical.
Yeah, no, it is logical, but I kind of like want it, but don't want it. You get me?
And unfortunately, but then again, I was like, that's a psychopath in me that's saying that. I don't want it to, but I hate that it makes sense. But I assume, but if it's not obvious, I think we know who we're picking on this one. Fucking Jey Uso. And there's no reason that Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes don't win the match.
I kind of feel like there is and there isn't. So it's kind of like,
I want to hear why you think they would lose the match.
again, I feel like there's gonna be interference.
But who's interfering
Like,
on Uso and Rhodes?
again, because it's like Seth Rollins could interfere
Okay.
if he didn't win Money in the Bank.
Okay.
Again, but that's only if there's no interference before the main event.
Which is likely. Well, I think it's
Which
more
is
likely.
like,
I think it's more likely in the middle of the match. Oh,
yeah.
wait. What if Seth Rollins does win Money in the Bank? Seth is about to cash in on Uso. Roman Reigns spears Seth Rollins.
No, because I would think the same thing with fucking CM Punk, because CM Punk would just come
That him too.
and yeah, call like
Honestly, it's like Seth Rollins has targets, has people that will target him.
yeah, that or say uh Seth Rollins comes cashes in during like the middle of the match, and instead of a fucking like tag team match, it switches to a 5-way
Like a
for
fatal five-way
whatever
match.
yeah, to whatever championship like that's picked,
Mm-hmm.
and then says loses the opportunity,
Because Roman Reigns got
but
involved or CM Punk or whoever.
yes, but again, if they do a 5-way, I feel like Jay doesn't retain, and but
Mm,
Cena, but I kind of feel like it gives Cena like an opportunity to fucking
Bale.
get the World Heavyweight Championship and
Oh.
fucking
And he unifies the titles, continuing
unifies the
his
titles and fucking
ruins wrestling.
yep.
Okay. Okay.
That's the only thing I could think of. But again, it's kind of like
don't
It's
want it to
like
happen.
I don't want it to happen. I kind of low key do want it to happen because the thing is
It's
like
like
he's so
the sick part of our mind is like I kind of want to see this happen, but we don't want this to.
yeah.
Okay.
It's
Well,
kind of like John said he's gonna ruin wrestling, fucking ruin wrestling by walking out with both fucking titles at the end of his fucking uh at the end of his tour
God.
will be fucking amazing.
Uh,
And then that'll be amazing, and then just fucking have him bust the CM Punk when he comes back,
ooh.
and there we have like two titles,
And
fucking
he just shows up with both of the titles. Now we could
yeah, with
decide
the
who the real champion is. Hmm. Okay.
that will be a great one. But at the same time, since he did say he was retiring like in 2025, I don't think he'll come back
Nah,
to do that.
this
It'll be
legit,
great.
this legit feels
Yeah,
like he's done after this. Like he'll
yeah.
probably have an appearance or two in that at this point, or like once this year's done.
I kind of feel like he'll come back one more time at the beginning of at
At
the first Raw
mm-hmm.
and SmackDown next year just to fucking like thank the fans.
Yeah, kind of have a
But other
like
than
breaking of character moment.
yeah,
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. But wow, we kind of went all over the place with this match. But I mean, it's like another one of those. This is a stepping stone to build into something for both of the champs. But it's,
it
I mean,
is, but it's kind of like
I don't know. I don't know what to feel about this match, but we'll see how. I mean, we'll see how it goes when we get to it.
I give
But
it a 50-50 just because it's like it's unpredictable.
it's
And
very
especially at Money in
unpredictable.
the Bank.
Yeah, it's like there's no like what other reason would you have both champs on the main event at Money in the Bank? Somebody may get cashed in.
Yeah, so it's kind of like it doesn't matter who wins like the main event. It's like already gonna get cashed in on. But what I'm thinking too is Seth Rollins does win Money in the Bank and he cashes, say like on Jay, I feel like Cena is gonna help Seth, and then like the whole fucking alliance just comes together.
Hmm. Okay. But then again, Seth has said he doesn't care about Cena being a champion either. Because wrestling goes through Seth Rollins and his two big, beefy, brawny boys.
Again, I'm telling you, it's like it's fucking unpredictable because you don't know who's gonna win in these matches, and you don't know who's gonna be cashed on.
Well, only time will tell. Once, probably by the time this, depending on when this gets uploaded, which is I'm gonna at least shoot for Friday, but I might also upload this on Saturday. But yeah, see, do you want this? When do you want this uploaded? Sorry, I don't know if you might hear dog sounds in this recording. We'll close out the recording on this one. Whether there is a part two to this podcast, only maybe later today, who knows? But this is likely going to be the episode for the week. If we don't have a part two, it is likely because all the video game stuff that is going to be happening pretty much in about 3 hours from now, and then all the other stuff next week. So if we don't have a podcast next week, then you'll know why. Then you guys will know why we don't have one. But anyways, thanks for listening to this video, or if whatever gameplay I put up on the background for watching. And please like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, I'm fully aware. Now you want to play. Hey, but please like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more podcasts, more streams, more videos. I want to thank Kevin for always joining me on this one. Anything you want to close out on, Kevin?
I am the victim. He has me in his basement.
All right. You guys have a good one. Get out of here.